Hey guys, I'm here with Matt Courtney, who he and his wife Heather just became members at NewChurch last month, and I want to just talk to him briefly about last week's conversation on why do we give. Matt, last week's conversation was on why do we give, about tithing and voluntary offerings, and you took some action. I was kind of curious to hear about what impact last week's conversation had on you.
Well, it's really been heavy on my heart ever since I've been coming to NewChurch. Back in July, even I was kind of always the tipper of the money plate, like you had said. You know, when things are going good, kind of I just would, well, thanks God, you know, you did a good job this week. For a long time, I was that way, and one of the things that, since it's been heavy on my heart, one of the things that really stood out to me in last week's message was the fact that you know, God had instructed Abraham, long before the Ten Commandments were in effect. It was a commandment to tithe and to give that 10% back to God.
Cool. So I understand, I didn't see this, but I later learned that right after Quest, you immediately went into Dennis Elliott, who's our finance team leader, and you asked Dennis to help you set up automated giving. I mean, you went in right after Quest. Why did you decide to do that?
The reason I decided to do a form of direct deposit was, one, it takes a couple weeks to set up, so I wanted to get the ball rolling on that. And two, with a direct deposit, I don't have to worry about making sure the money is there for it to be withdrawn. It automatically comes from my employer directly to NewChurch. And that's something, that way I can make sure that, you know, God is getting back, you know, what is required of me to give him. And there's no human error. I can't make a mistake that way.
Sure. So, you know, after you heard the conversation and you went and acted immediately, what's it kind of feel like to have taken care of all of that?
It's actually, at first I'm pretty scared. You know, I've never tithed before. One of the things, you know, I'm really tight with my money, and so it's kind of a little scary at first. But you know, I find myself in a daily devotion talking to God, asking for relief from this, and honestly, just in the past, you know, few days, doors have started opening where I'm starting to see, you know, oh well, this bill was supposed to be this much, but now for some reason it's not, and it's kind of, you know, it is a relief, you know, when you put your faith in God and just trust in him that he's going to take care of you. You know, it just makes me feel, you know, like I'm doing the right thing. So
Cool. Awesome, man. Glad to hear, bud. Appreciate it.
Yep.
We'll see you later.
All right.
All right, guys. We'll get back to the regular conversation.